I'm Harry, this is Drunk Harry Street.
Drunk Harry Street.
And this is the story of the Whale Ship Essex that you're gonna see. It's
on the island that we are currently residing on.
Nantucket. George Pollard. He's a whaler, based out of Nantucket, makes hella bread, 17 cents, all that. He's doing well. He's headed out on a voyage on the Whale Ship Essex. He's done a few voyages on this ship, they go out for thousands of miles, bring back a few whales full of oil, sell the oil, make a ton of money. His sister's like, hey, I gotta go do 18th century or 19th century women stuff for like a year. Can you watch my son? And so he's like, yeah, of course I don't want your son. What could go wrong? I'll keep him safe. What's the danger on a ship out at sea for a year? They head out and immediately goes bad. About 2 days in, they get hit by a squall. So big winds, big storm, and it up half their whaling boat. And so the crew's like, hey, captain, we should head back because we don't have whaling boats and it's kind of a problem. And the captain was like, well, look, we're gonna go around Cape Horn. It's underneath South America, and we can go to the Marquise Islands and pick up some boats. Because, they'll have boats on the Marquise Islands. They did not have the boats on the Marquise Islands. They go to an island between the Galapagos and the mainland, so about 1,000 miles on either direction. They go to the island and they're like, hey, let's stop here, we'll take a little break, have a little fun, And one of the crew members, whose name I don't remember, and I'm not gonna remember, decided, well, what would be a funny joke? It would be a really funny, good joke. Is if I start a little fire. A little brush fire, scare some people, make them go, oh, brush fire. And then you go, I got you. But it's the middle of the dry season. And the brush fire, the funny joke, very quickly becomes a very funny joke, in that the brush fire has now burned the entire island. So the crew runs, they grab whatever Galapagos tortoises they can, because tortoises, fun fact, they're just sitting there, they're like, I'm some tortoises, I'm chilling. But the thing is, they're also like, I don't need to eat food or drink water for a year. I'm just chilling on this island, eating sticks and, I don't know, fucking tortoises. And so they grabbed a bunch, just pick them up and drag them, and the tortoises are like, what do we do, and then they just get put on the ship, canned food almost. They get back on the ship, and the guy's like, was that a sick joke or what? And they were like, yeah, it was pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's keep going. Yeah, you burned out that whole ass island. Good job. And so it's whaling time, and first whaling goes okay. They get a whale. They spear it. They get some of the meat. They get some of the oil. And then someone on the thing goes, hey, he's up in the crow's nest, the basket on top of the main mast, and goes, the Archie fucking blows, yeah. He sees a spout, blowhole. Which, by the way, I want a blowhole. That'd be fun. I just go in the water and then.
Where would you want your blowhole?
On the top of my head.
On the top of your head?
Yeah. Not my ass, because I already have a blowhole in my ass. Back on topic. Whaling.
Whaling!
They see the whale and it is f***ing steaming at them. It's going 20 knots, which is real quick. It's quicker than their boat. And so they try to turn the boat, but the boat don't turn so good. And the whale do turn so good. And it goes right into the boat, punches a hole right through. The captain said it stoved my boat. That's not what he said exactly, but he used the term stoved, which means it punched a hole in my boat. And the boat starts filling up with water. So, they are 1,000 miles from nowhere. One of the guys just gives up. He's like, fuck it, I don't want to do this anymore. He lays down and dies. Oh yeah, guy dies. And he's sitting there hey, yo, I'm dead as shit. And they're all like, well, I guess we gotta get rid of his body. And then somebody, not sure who on the boat, I think it was one of the younger guys was like, maybe, now hear me out. We got these knives. We got these tools. We're real hungry. Do the math, 1 + 1 equals cannibalism. And so they go on for a few more days because, humans go a while without food. And finally they're like, oh my god, it's 1,000 degrees out. We can't drink any of the water. We're thirsty, we're hungry. And the one of the first mate says, hear me out. We just took these little straws I got here, and I'm gonna break one of them off, and whoever draws the short one, we eat. And everyone was like, yeah, kind of sucks here anyways, so, if I get eaten, I get eaten. So they pass around the straws, and sure enough, the shithead nephew draws a short straw. Now, if we were on the Whale Ship Essex, I'd eat you first.
I appreciate your honesty here.
So, back to the f***ing cannibalism. So they draw the straws, and the shithead nephew gets picked. And he's like, sick. He's like genuinely, he's fine with it. He's ready. So then there's like, for like 20 minutes, they're just like sitting there in silence, like, oh, okay, I guess someone has to f***ing kill him then. And so finally he's like, he takes the gun, he puts it to his head, he's like, do it. So they, and they're like, okay, now we gotta eat some f***ing fried nephew, but you might be wondering where Catherine went, and the answer is, I ate her. Cut the people dressed in red with the worst teeth you've ever seen, with funny accents, picking up crazy people with playing the bongos on some skulls. They end up dragging him on a ship. They go back to Nantucket. And back on Nantucket, everyone's like, holy shit, we thought you were dead. We executed your will already. Whoops, looks like we gave away your money. Okay, so let's finish it up. So the captain, his life was kind of wild. As he got older, as his mind started to go, he kind of went back to the boat, and so he would hoard food up in the attic of his house. And then every year on the anniversary of the Whale Ship Essex sinking, he would go lock himself in the closet because therapy didn't exist back then. Because, he had PTSD, but they didn't know what that was. They just called you a pussy back then. You're like, you f***ing pussy. What are you now? You don't want to go back out on the ocean after you had to eat your friends and your f***ing nephew? Pussy. And he was like, I'm not a pussy. And they're like, you are a pussy. And he was like, I'm going to tell you about my story. And that's how you're going to know I'm not a pussy. And so he wrote down his story. And somebody, a man you might know, an author by the name of Herman Melville, would pick up that book and think, there's an interesting story in here. And so he would go on to write Moby Dick. But in short, that is the story of the Whale Ship Essex, and how one concussed sperm whale created the great American novel. I'm gonna finish this off and then be done. Peace and fucking there she blows.
Cheers!
It's me. I'm the star. I'm the star. I'm the star.
I'm so sorry.
You're the
sorry.
ensemble. You're the ensemble. Roll. Keep rolling. Don't stop. I'm gonna be a problem. Draw me like one of your French girls. So if you need me to get up on some aerial silks, I can. Look, everybody deserves human rights except for people who put beans on toast. That's my hot take. This has been good. Oh hey, I can't help but notice that you're still here after the credits. Maybe you should go do something and don't sit here and watch me drunk on the couch after recording a It's not good. You're a peeping Tom. Peeping Tom.